let's dive in, not waste your guys' time. Here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu, what do we got here in this video? Well, we have two Mercedes-Benz 2026 GLE 450 4MATICs. The difference being, to my left, I have the Coupe, which is the Sportback model, versus the SUV. We're going to show you guys the differences on these vehicles, but before we start, please like and subscribe to our channel, as well as a quick shout out and a thanks to Envision Motors, Mercedes-Benz of Rockland here in Rockland, California, as well as if you have some for us to film, here's our email below. Email us, we'll talk details later. So let's dive in with the powertrains first. Now, powertrains on the GLE 450 Coupe versus the SUV, same exact powertrain. We're getting the all-wheel drive 3.0 liter 6-inline engine paired together with a 9-speed Tiptronic automatic transmission, pushing 375 horsepower with 364 pounds-feet of torque. MPG, you might think it's different. Well, it's not. 19 city, 25 highway with a 22.5 gallon gas tank size, okay? Now let's talk front ends, right? Well, front ends, pretty much exactly the same. The only things that change is going to be your headlight system. On the Coupe, you have the multi-beam LED headlight system, and you guys can see that here with a different setup. And then we come over to the SUV. The SUV does have the LED high performance headlight system, and you don't have that glass jewel eye eyeball look. We just have a very empty looking headlight, but this does have the more higher or upgraded LED high performance headlight system, okay? As well as I believe the, correct me if I'm wrong, they do have the traffic sign recognition on these headlight systems, to whereas you have more of a basic LED here on the Coupe, okay? But both front ends exactly the same in regards to the front bumper fascias, the active live brake vents. Here on the corners, we do have bumper sensors going across, 360 panoramic camera, as well as chrome trim, high gloss black trim across both front ends. Now we come over to the side. Let's talk some dimensions. Now, dimensions, the only thing that's going to change is the height. The length is coming in at 195 inches in length, 79 inches in width, but the height on the Coupe is 2 inches shorter than the SUV. This one coming in at 68 inches tall. This one's coming in at 70 inches tall. Another thing that is a big difference is the wheelbase. Your wheelbase is 2 inches shorter on the Coupe, coming in at 116-inch wheelbase. And then we get the SUV coming in 2 inches longer, 118 inches on the wheelbase, okay? Now, I wanted to say there's going to be some upgrades on both of these vehicles, like these rims. These are AMG rims, and they are upgrades. They do have the Cooper Discover SRX LE rubbers, machine surface silver, high gloss black color. Both have the drilled rotors, and suspension systems are shock spring strut suspensions. Coming over to the side mirror, exactly the same. Blind spot assist, automatic foldable, integrated blinker lighting, as well as a 360 camera. I also wanted to mention that both of these vehicles do come with nightshade packages on top. What does that mean? It pretty much blacks out all the trim around the vehicle. Like the window trims here in the high gloss black, in between the window frames as well, high gloss black. So everything's kind of a boss look on both of these vehicles. Same exact handles, keyless fob entry, two-tone handles with the chrome on top and the color of the exterior paint color on the bottom. We have the doors here in the front. Okay, if you guys can see the doors, pretty much the doors do look the same, all right? You got a little height difference, but the cuts pretty much exactly the same, or the shape on the doors themselves. Now, if we come over to the rear, this is where you're going to see the huge difference, all right? Check that out. You get the cut. This is a full-size SUV door. This is more of that sportier, smaller look. That's because of the Coupe look here in the back. So big difference on the doors. Just kind of take a little moment and check that out. Then we come over to the top of the vehicles. See where this actually starts to cut back. This panoramic glass is stationary. You don't have a tilt slide moonroof option on this. And it starts to cut from about the second row area over to the trunk tailgate, all right? To where here on the SUV, you're gonna get that complete boxier look back here as well. You're gonna have that difference in the quarter panel glass. A lot of difference back here on that glass, and also the C-pillar here, and versus the C-pillar just dropping down on the Sportback. If you come over to the rear end, of course, you're gonna see a big difference on the rear end Here we got the brake light, privacy glass, no wiper for this glass. Again, dropping down over to the tail lights. We have full LED tail lights on both, but the tail lights different shape and look, all right? One's a little bit more flat, bigger tail light, to where this one's a bit more bubbly and a smaller tail light. Over to the tailgate, difference on the tailgates as well. If you go ahead and open this tailgate, it's a full tailgate with the glass, to where here it is a full tailgate with the glass. I know I didn't make sense, but you'll see what I mean when I open them up, okay? Over to the bumper fascias. Bumper fascias, pretty much the same in regards to the bumper fascias. You're gonna have some difference in the shapes of the lines because of the tail lights, again, and those quarter panels. You're gonna have pretty much the same idea though. Bumper sensors back here, the cuts here, as well as parking reflectors, fake exhaust tips, because the exhaust tips are tucked under the vehicles. And you're gonna have some more difference. The backup camera is tucked away under this emblem. Dropping down, we also have a sport diffuser back here on the coupe look, okay? Then we come over to the SUV. The backup camera is right over that Envision license plate. That's gonna just kind of untuck once you use it. A scuff plate, and dropping down, again, you don't have a sport diffuser back here. Let's go ahead and open up these tailgates and get a load of what I mean. You have the regular SUV tailgate. Now you have the Sportback Coupe tailgate opening up, and you're gonna have the difference in opening them up as well, okay? Now, let's go ahead and talk some cargo. First, in the Coupe, the numbers on the Coupe for cargo is 32 cubic feet of space versus 33 cubic feet of space, and 64 cubic feet of space max versus 75 cubic feet of space max in the SUV. So big difference on the max capacity, almost 10 cubic feet space more, and I'm sure you lose it because also the Sportback look. What do we get? We get a hard back trunk cover. We don't get this in the SUV. It's a little bit more flimsy in the SUV. We still have both vehicles get the spare tire and the personal belonging area, as well as a mesh pocket on the left and a 12-volt outlet on the right. All right, let's go ahead and show you over to the SUV. Now the SUV, this is what your cover is going to look like, a little bit more cheap and flimsy looking. I actually like the Coupe cover better. We get pretty much same thing under the mat, spare tire, personal belonging room, and you get the mesh pocket, a little bit different on the mesh pocket area. You also get a 12-volt outlet on the right-hand side, okay? Just pay attention to the entryway as well. That's a big difference, how the entryway looks and being able to utilize all this room versus that Coupe area. Now that we're pretty much done talking about the powertrains of the Coupe versus the SUV, showing you guys the exterior differences and cargo, now let's show you interior differences. Now let's talk differences inside the interior, guys. Now, not much difference going on in regards to the front side of this interior. Now, I'm sitting in the SUV first, okay? Now, the Coupe in this video does have some more added on options, and I'm gonna point those out for you guys, but that doesn't mean that that pertains from the Coupe over to the SUV. You can also get the add-on options that we get in the Coupe also on the SUV. But showing you guys the overall look of the SUV front interior, pretty much exactly the same as the Coupe. We got the illuminated door sill plates, the seating surfaces, the stitching, and the design, pretty much exactly the same. We do have heated seats in both. The Coupe does get the ventilated seats and the massage seats, okay? Up in the dashboard area, we have the plastic dashboard on the SUV. The Coupe in this video is gonna have the Mercedes-Benz text wrap dash, and I'm gonna show you guys that a little bit later. Natural wooden inlays, ambient lighting on both the Coupe and the SUV. Both of them get lockable glove compartments, but you guys got to help me out. Because if I open up the glove compartment, this is a very simple opening glove compartment, but the Coupe has something right here, and I'm going to show you guys that. I cannot figure it out. I try to figure it out, try to look online, cannot. It looks like a mug holder, honestly. It has like a little flying saucer look. But again, you guys are going to have to help me out on that. Come over to the rest of the dashboard, same exact interface in regards to the screen, infotainment screen. You have different dynamic modes, both exactly the same. And then if we go ahead and click home, let's go ahead and now backup cameras, pretty much exactly the same, bird's eye view, 360 panoramic camera. Let's go back home. You can mess around with your comforts, your off-roads, your car settings, your ambient lighting, media, navigation as well on both. Exactly the same. Coming down over to the air vents, same. Dual climate control unit, same. Wireless charging pad, USB-C plugins, same. You're going to get some differences on the cup holders. What do I mean by that? That's because the Coupe gets the heated and cooled cup holders. I'm going to show you guys the difference here as well. We come over to the controls here for that infotainment screen, pretty much exactly the same with that hand rest there with the hard buttons to control, as well as on the left-hand side. We have another USB-C plug-in here, so 3 on the center console here in the front, a removable tray with some more cubby room. Up top, this is where a big difference is going to be, is this tilt slide moonroof option. Does open very nice, soft and quiet, just adding to that luxury feel of the Mercedes-Benz. Big difference here, I have to say, probably make it or break it for some people. So we come over, pretty much rear view mirror, exactly the same, frameless, auto-dimming capability. And we come over to the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel is pretty basic here in the SUV. The Coupe does have an addition or upgraded steering wheel with the wooden leather wrap steering wheel. And I'm going to show you guys when it comes high gloss black trim around the steering wheel. We have controls for the infotainment screen here on the right, along with your voice control and phone control. On the left-hand side, we got your cruise control, as well as the controls there for the front cluster. You can mess around with the themes on the front clusters. All right. Just like that. And you can keep whatever theme you prefer. We do have paddle shifters in both for that 9-speed automatic transmission. Same lever on both for the transmission shift. Same lever on both for the signal lights and the windshield wipers. Further left on the dashboard, you get the same exact unit on both. Coupe and SUV is going to be parking brake button, lighting button, and a knob here for the dashboard lighting dimming. Door panels. This is where you're going to have the heated ventilated seats, and you're going to see this on the Coupe, and this is where it is at on the SUV as well. Your speaker system, your controls for your seats. Both of them have the 3 memory seating system, as well as unlock, lock button, handle, window switches, side mirror switches that come with automatic foldable switches, and a tailgate button there on both as well. Now that we're done showing you the front side of the SUV, let's show you where the biggest difference is on the second row. This is where your biggest difference is going to be on regards in comparison from the SUV to the Coupe. And why do I say that? Because this is where you're going to see that sportback look kind of cut from your head area. Also your cargo, that is huge. Now, my head doesn't touch up top on the headliner in the SUV area. I'm about 6 feet 2 inches tall, so I'm pretty tall, and I get more than enough head clearance and leg clearance in the SUV look. You also have the same bench look as well as the armrest. That's the same idea. Get hardbacks with mesh pockets, 2 air vents in between those front seats, and 2 USB-C plugins. Same exact. But the Coupe does have an added option. Again, heated seats on the second row, and you're going to see a button here. That's going to be different. Don't let that fool you. It is an added on option. You get ambient lighting on both back here, speaker system, and some more cubby room down on the door panel area. Now, guys, that we're done with the interior of the SUV, let's show you the Coupe. Now the Coupe first row area. Let's show you guys, this does have the leather upgrade. Again, there's just a whole lot more upgrades on this vehicle, but not to say that you cannot get them inside the SUV, okay? Heated seats, ventilated seats. This has the grainy leather. This is the Baha'i brown is what they call it, all right? And it does have massaging seats, as well as up top, you get the suede pillows, all right? Very big difference here. Now, if we come over to the glove compartment, still lockable, but remember what I was telling you guys about the difference? I have no idea what the heck this thing is. It looks like a mug holder. I have no idea, an accessory, whatever it is. Please leave in the comment section below and help us out here at Vagabond Builds. We have different inlays. We have ambient lighting, but the inlays are not natural wood inside the Coupe. And then we have the Mercedes-Benz text wrapped dashboard. That is different, but again, that's an added on option. Coming over to the overall look of the infotainment area, same exact. I'm not going to waste too much time here to save your guys some time on the video. Vents, same. Ambient lighting, same. Dual climate control, same. Wireless charging pad, 2 USB-C plugins, same. Cup holders, different. You have that button there for the heated and the cooled cup holders. All right, so this Coupe does come with the tech package added on top. Keep that in mind. Again, different little bells and whistles. I'm going to drop those MSRP stickers later on in this video. Pretty much same exact control unit pad here, as well as center console area too. If we come up, this is where we're gonna see a big difference. This is a stationary glass. I hate the fact that I cannot open up this glass, all right? So that's a make it or break it for some people. We get the same unit up here, just without being able to open up that glass. Same exact rear view mirror. Then we come over to the steering wheel. This is where the upgraded steering wheel comes in. Again, added on option. You don't have that full leather, but you do have that wooden high gloss black trim on the outside of the steering wheel. Same controls on the right and on the left. Again, but on the left, you got one extra button, and that's going to be, see this little car-to-car icon with the arrows? That is the recognition that you get in the front in regards to like the crash warnings and stuff here. Up top, you're going to have a heads-up display on the Coupe A, so keep that in mind. And then we come over to the paddles, same. Shift lever, same. Shift lever on the left, same. Sorry, windshield wipers and signal light switches. Coming over to the left-hand side of the dashboard, pretty much same unit here. Over to the door panel, we have the upgraded speaker system, and I forget what those are called. The Burmisters, or can't even read cursive. Yeah, that's American school education for you. But nevertheless, you do have upgraded system. We have the heated and ventilated seats, window switches, side mirror switches, and the unlock lock button with the handle and the switch there, pretty much the same. I want to show you guys something else that's slightly different. If we come over to the comfort, we press this comfort end screen, and it opens us up to the option or the menu of getting classic massage, wave massage, hot relaxing back, hot relaxing shoulders, and you have the option of coming over to the massage. The SUV in this video, because they don't have that option, you will not see massage there. Now that we're done with the front side, let's show you second row. Now the second row feels a bit more claustrophobic back here in the Coupe. And why do I say that? Look where it starts to cut from this glass back here over to the head area, and then it drops down to the cargo. You lose so much room back here, I have to say. Another make it or break it in between the SUV or the Coupe. Again, guys, keep that in mind. My hair is touching the top liner. I'm 6 feet 2 inches tall. I still have the leg clearance. That's not a problem. But again, the top liner is touching. Now, same look on the bench with your armrest here. Two hardbacks on each of the front seats with the mesh pockets. The air vents and the two USB-C plugins pretty much exactly resemble each other. Over to the door panel. Remember I was telling you about the heated seat button? You have that option there, and this is an add-on option. The upgraded speaker system and the ambient lighting in both with the personal space. Now, guys, here's the MSRP sticker. First, to the SUV coming in around $72,250. Total MSRP on the SUV is $75,000 and some change. Here's the MSRP sticker now to the Coupe, coming in at suggested MSRP $77,250. Total, big difference, coming in at $93,000. And that's huge with the nightshade package along with the tech package and all your upgrades that you get. So pause that video on those stickers, see the differences on the stickers, and see why those price tags are so different, okay? Hopefully, guys, you guys found this video helpful. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more car reviews, car products. Thank you, and God bless. Have a good one.